A lot of goalies lose their mojo as the season wears on.
I've lost my mojo!
And it's partly because they neglect their physical development during the season. So we're going to fix that right now with a very quick 20-minute workout that most of you can do right at home. Welcome back to Goalie Training Pro TV. Maria Mountain here. I'm an exercise physiologist. I specialize in off-ice training for hockey goalies. And arriving at the playoffs, slower, less agile, weaker, that is not an option for us. So today I have a really quick 20-minute in-season workout that you can do almost anywhere. And some people talk about, oh, we're going to do maintenance work. And yeah, obviously we don't want to backslide at all from the gains we work so hard to get in the off season. But really, you should be able to continue developing during the season, but with a very different approach than what we take off season. If you're trying to do off season style training during the season, that also is going to have disastrous is probably a bit too heavy of a word, but it's going to have negative impacts on your performance. The key is finding the right balance. This workout will give you a start. So in this sample workout, I'm going to give you an idea of the types of things you can be working on, but please don't think that, oh, this is the workout that I have to do all in season. This is all I need to do and I'm going to be perfect come playoffs. Because just like your off-season program, we periodize the in-season. You need to change the workouts, change the focus, change the adaptations that we're going after, and we do that by switching up the workouts, typically every 4 to 6 weeks. And on top of this style of workout, you still have to be doing your goalie-specific mobility work and carefully balance your stamina training or your cardio training, and that really depends on how many practices you have and how many games you play. If you are sitting on the bench for a game, let's say, well then you better have a conditioning workout that you're going to do to make up for that missed stamina component for the week. So those are other things that you need to consider and other pieces of the puzzle you need to have in place, but this is going to be a nice quick strength and power workout for you. We're going to start this workout off with a bottom-up single leg squat. So we're in this position and we really get over this leg and you hold your dumbbells here, but then we're trying to get everything to come off the ground together. So we don't want to rock our body forward to initiate that movement. We want to just lift ourselves up. The tempo is 2-1-3-1. You can find those details in the description below, but it means that 3 is the concentric phase. So you're going to come up for a count of 3. So there has to be control in that range. 2 to 3 sets, 4 on each side. So I said it was going to be a bit of a strength and power workout. That's a strength exercise, working bottom-up strength, which is different from top-down strength. We've talked about that before. If you're not sure the difference, drop a comment below and I'll help you. I'll sort of fill you in. Then we're going to go to an explosive power and agility exercise. So we're going to do a lateral hop, boom, to a quick shuffle, back down into another lateral hop. So we'll be here, strong torso, just like that. You're going to do 2 to 3 sets, 3 each way. So I did 3 this way, then I'll come and I'll do 3 this way. Notice that I was using my head and my hands, trying to develop those good habits of tracking, leading with my head and hands, not just letting my arms go everywhere and my eyes go everywhere. Then you're gonna bust out some chin-ups and it's like, well, that's not goalie specific. No, it's not, but it's actually a really good upper body exercise. It requires a lot of strength, a lot of stability. We're just gonna go for 4 to 6 repetitions. If you're getting 6 repetitions and it's easy for you, then you can add weight using a dip belt or something like that. If you're like, oh, I can't even do 1 chin-up, then use a super band to help. And again, I've shown you videos on how to do that before, but if you're not sure, drop a comment below and I'll help you out. But somewhere that you're getting challenged for 4 to 6 repetitions, again, 2 to 3 sets, make sure you're getting a nice 1 second pause at the top. Then you're gonna work your big push, a big compound push. Again, even if your team works out and you're already doing dumbbell bench press, something like that, the thing that's nice about this one, and it's a push-up variation, but the nice thing about push-ups is you have to use your hip stabilizers, your core stabilizers, your shoulder stabilizers, especially when we do this variation that I'm gonna show you. It's gonna be a push-up to stabilize. So we're just gonna do a nice push-up and then stabilize at the top. And there shouldn't be any wiggle whatsoever. And you're gonna hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. So it's 4 to 6 repetitions on each side for 2 to 3 sets. Make sure you're pausing for at least 2 to 3 seconds at the top to stabilize. And when I say stabilize, that means stable, no wiggling. You are gonna need your knee pads for this next one. So you go get them, put them on. I'll wait, don't worry. I won't start without you. I have a light resistance super band. It's probably the 1/2 inch version, I'm gonna guess. It's just around this shoulder. So what I'm trying to do is get this rotary core. So I just call it rotary core. So I'm trying to get this idea of, as I bring my head and my hands around, my torso is strong so that my hips will come with it. If I'm not using my torso, then you notice I kind of get pulled a little bit off balance, but also my hips don't come with me. So I'm gonna be actively strong here. And when I say actively strong, I mean, I'm just gonna brace with my abdominals. Like if someone's gonna come and smack me in the belly like that, you know, you'd brace with your, so it's just that much. It's not like as hard as I can, but I'm there. And then I'm thinking about, as my head and my hands come around, that's helping bring my hips with it. And if you really want to work on hip stability, you can try to really balance that position, so without putting this foot down. So you can do it like this when you're starting, and that'll help keep you balanced and help you focus on really the primary goal of the exercise. But as you get better and more fancy, then you don't have to put that other toe down. You'll do 6 each way, 2 to 3 sets. Try to get a little pause in that rotated position and also in the ready position. You're just gonna do 2 sets of these last 2 exercises. So we're gonna get in a nice sort of half groin stretch position, not our max position, just a good medium stretch. And then we're gonna do a hip block. So we're gonna come around and rotate, but notice I'm also kind of reaching and rotating towards that foot. So I'm working again on some rotary strength, but in this position, I'm challenging my adductors and even my hamstrings on this leg to lengthen under tension or to come under different types of tension as part of this muscle and connective tissue chain. You've heard me say it time and time again. A lot of times injuries happen when maybe we're really stretched here and then we reach this way or we reach that way and we add extra tension to the chain and then we get an injury somewhere, wherever the weakest link is. So we're trying to work these different patterns just to get the muscles that cross our hip accustomed to different types of stimulus. You're gonna do 6 on each side, just kind of a 2-0-2-0 tempo. So just kind of reaching in, reaching out, nothing too crazy. Those adductors, if you're playing a lot or practicing a lot, they're getting a lot of wear and tear. So we're not gonna go after them in a big, hard way, but we do wanna keep them tuned up, feeling good, and also have you discover, oh, that feels really good, or wow, today that's tighter than it normally is. Maybe I better do a little extra work there. One of the things I hate on the ice is when I have to put a hand down because I sort of fall forward. So I use this one myself to kind of work on helping me stay up, even when, you know, I'm trying to get pulled forward or I'm off balance to the front. There isn't a whole lot of resistance here, so I just have this resistance band pulling me this way, and I'm going alternate single knee balancing. But I need to stay tall over my hips, so I'm staying in this position. What I don't want is you to be leaning back and balancing or sitting back and balancing. So stay tall and just try to hold kind of 3 to 5 seconds on each side. Try to do a relatively quick change from side to side so that your body has to really find that balance point. You can see I was trying to keep my hands on my hips because we don't want to use our arms to help balance us. Sometimes my old habit would come over, but you're trying to keep your hands on your hips. That's another one that will just be 2 sets. You're gonna do 4 on each side, trying to hold for at least 3 seconds. So that is a very quick in-season workout that you can do from almost anywhere with just some really basic equipment. If you go through and do 2 sets of all of those, it takes about 20 minutes once you know how to do all the exercises. When you're learning the exercises, it might take you a little bit longer. That's okay. Take your time. Learn how to do them properly, and then worry about sort of working through it a little bit more quickly. But you can just run through that as a circuit, that's fine. If you want more specialized workouts and strategies, including the specific goalie mobility and adjusting your stamina so that you're not running out of gas in the playoffs, you can check out the link in the description for all the training programs that I have available that can help you out with that. Otherwise, now is the time to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Love you guys.